Well, buy it, share it, cook with it, look forward to those first bites. Food is a great equalizer, especially in a town like Buffalo that is famous for so many signature recipes and dishes. But where does the food you eat actually come from, and how does it get here? News 4's Luke Moretti is embarking on a month-long project beginning today. His mission, get to the bottom of food safety here in Western New York.
When it comes to the food we eat, there are lots of choices.
I'll pay them more, a little bit more, but I know what I'm eating.
But how do you decide what's best for you and your family?
We like the added health benefits.
And how do you know whether one food is healthier over another?
You never really know what you're getting, so just stay in the middle.
So many choices, so many questions. Like eggs. Our choices used to be brown or white, large or small. Now there's cage-free, free-range, organic, and grass-fed, just to name a few.
There's no reason at all to shun conventional eggs.
And don't think for a minute consumers are not looking at prices.
It's more expensive to buy things that are healthier for you, and I just think that's disgusting.
From now until Thanksgiving, News 4 investigates the food we grow, raise, buy, and eat.
I like homegrown.
We'll take a trip down the food aisle and sort through the maze of labels and claims. What does it all mean?
What does it all mean? News 4's Luke Moretti joins us on the couch right now. Luke, we were just chatting a little bit.
Yeah.
You are doing a month-long series. If you put all these pieces together, it could be quite a lengthy documentary.
Yeah, you could have an hour or 2 hours. I mean, we were just talking about, the organic issue, and that alone you can do an hour if you wanted to, because, there's very strong voices on both sides.
And people have a lot of opinions, and this is something that people talk about in the aisles of grocery stores, around the kitchen table, and at restaurants as they're enjoying meals together here in Western New York.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you like a big shopper? Do you do all the shopping? I don't.
I don't either, no. But I do a lot of the eating.
But the thing is, when we started getting into this, we thought, well, food's a good subject. Everybody can relate to it. Everybody has to eat. And I've learned a great deal just by, doing the research and talking to the experts involved. And we literally started working on this back in August, because we wanted to make sure we were there with the farmers as they were harvesting. So,
at the end of the season. So how did you think of the list of topics that you wanted to cover, and how did you narrow them down?
I think we originally had about 50 topics that we wanted to do under the umbrella of food. And then we had to look at it and say, well, we can't do 50 pieces. But, so we narrowed it down to like 19 or 20 pieces that we thought would be interesting. Everything from the argument about, organic versus conventional, pesticides in vegetables and fruits and things like that, the whole controversy surrounding GMOs. And I think those are the kinds of issues that are very important to people. And I found, by doing the story, that people are paying attention to these things. It matters to them.
Right, because it matters to their wallets and it matters to their bodies, their nutrition.
Right. And that's another argument, the whole thing about organic. So when you buy organic, you decide, I'm going to stick with organic, so what are you really getting? I mean, it's an interesting question. Is it because you like the way they're taking care of the soil, the environment, those kinds of things? Lots of people are thinking, well, I don't want to have to deal with pesticides, when it comes to organic. But, the truth of the matter is that they do use some pesticides when they grow organic, just have to be naturally derived. So there's a lot of little, twists and turns in this whole thing.
So we saw there in that opening piece that you talked to a lot of just, we call them men on the street in the industry, people shopping, people picking out their foods. But you also went right to the experts.
We did. As a matter of fact, first of all, we thought it was important to go to the farms in this area because, we wanted to talk to the people who are growing and raising the food that is coming to our dinner tables here in Western New York. So we thought that was important. So we spent some time doing that. We talked to conventional farmers. We went to the organic farms as well. And then we traveled to Cornell University in the Finger Lakes region.
Huge agricultural program.
Big agriculture school. And, a lot of their people are researching and, they're on the cutting edge of some of the research that's being done. So we thought that it was important to go down and talk to them about, what they think, what they're hearing, especially on these topics like the GMOs and, pesticide residue and that sort of thing.
So many different topics to cover. Tonight we'll focus on the imported food that we buy and that we eat.
Yes, a lot of the food that comes in to the United States obviously is coming from foreign countries, and there is a system in place. There are supposed to be, and there are standards in place. These other countries that are exporting have to be equivalent to what the United States is doing in terms of standards. We thought it was very eye-opening when we looked at the, first of all, how this has been growing over the years, the past decade or two, the amount of food that's coming in from foreign countries. And at the same time, we thought, well, who's checking this food? Who's making sure that this food is safe before it gets into the country?
And where do they check it?
And
They
I think,
check it
yeah,
here,
and I
or-
think that's a real eyebrow raiser. Yeah, it's checked at ports of entry, like here in the Buffalo Niagara region.
checked right here in our
Obviously, you have the
region, yeah.
international border crossings. Food gets checked there. But the problem is, just a fraction of the food that's coming in to the United States is actually physically inspected. They have a screening process that's in place, so the government knows the kinds of products that are coming in. But when it comes to like opening the box and looking at the food, is the food okay? Really a fraction of it. And I think people are going to find that very interesting tonight when we get into this.
All right, so this kicks off tonight at News 4 at 6 p.m. This is a massive project. You're still putting the finishing touches on it.
Your
You've been
food?
hard
What
at
do you
work.
really know?
So have you changed the way that you eat now?
No, I still eat Doritos. I sit back in the chair and
That'll
I
be
eat
the
all
next
the comfort
investigation.
food, yeah.
Where did Doritos
Exactly.
really come
Yeah.
from?
No,
All right.
I like all the junk
All right,
food,
well, I
so.
can't wait to watch the first piece. Again, it's tonight at News 4 on News 4 at 6 o'clock. News 4 is Luke Moretti with us on the couch. We
Okay,
appreciate
great.
it.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to toss things over to Matt now. It's time to get back into the Halloween spirit.